and the fellow actual family. Hi Lolita and the fellow actual family. My name is Natcha Maithai. I'm a holistic nutritionist and health detective, as well as a certified personal trainer. So for this update, I am just gonna tell you that I have really found my passion with helping fit women, especially the ones who love to lift heavy things, maintain their hormone balances or correct their hormone imbalances, because a lot of women, when we start to work out, we follow like a lot of the same ways as men do, but the thing is that we can't go as hardcore as them because of our hormone reserves and our um, like menstrual systems is just a lot more delicate. So there's a lot of considerations in the process. That's why a lot of us who work out really hard on top of the other stresses that we have in life are um, experiencing some kind of health issues. And my job is to help turn that around, doing health detective work and find out what's the problem and correct it both by lifestyle and by state of the art kind of technologies, right? So since last time that we talked, I have done 5 different webinars, and I went from my first webinar, there were 2 people. I don't know why. There were 20 people signed up, but 2 people showed up. And it was interesting, but I learned then that the webinar is one of the fastest way to grow my list. It has been slow because I haven't completely optimized my Facebook ads yet, and that's the only way that I find new people. But I have doubled my Facebook group, my Facebook like page likes, as well as 10 times my mailing list. As of like earlier this year, well, a couple of months ago, I only had 20 people because I thought that nobody would care about my stuff. But since I started doing webinars, I'm getting a lot of really good feedback on my webinar, and people are signing up. And there are a few women that are showing up repeatedly on my webinar, which is really, really amazing to like, oh wow, I have fans and people actually care about my stuff enough to keep coming back. And on top of that, well, I have 10 times my mailing list just by keep doing the webinars, even though I didn't have all that many attendees yet. But then they start to know me as someone who's an expert and like and trust me. I was talking to a prospective client earlier today, and she said that she really likes my science stuff and how I like support every recommendation with some science because she's a chemist. So I was like, wow, I'm so glad that I like took care and make sure to do my research and just with my due diligence to make sure that all my recommendations are founded and in the best interest of everyone. I even had a surgeon on one of my webinars. So it's amazing what the internet brings us, and she was really impressed. And she said that a lot of the stuff I said is very like it's just like rings home with her. It's just I said it really hits home with what's going on with her health, even though her own doctors couldn't really help her. So yeah, that's been amazing. And I've been working with a lot of the marketing experts. Because I'm always learning marketing now, like Sandy Krakowski and Amy Porterfield, in order to get better at attracting the right audience for me. And this is like always like their balance between finding the specific audience versus just attracting anyone who would be interested in the topic. Because first I had the webinars on hormone balancing, and then like hormone balancing can lead to any kind of issues, right? It can lead to anxiety, depression, so it can lead to digestive issues, sleep problems, and other jazz. So there was a lot of ways to branch off into different webinars based on what my audience want in order to keep them engaged. So I asked my audience last time I did the webinar, and they said, oh, anxiety and depression. And that was like a resounding request to do anxiety and depression webinar. So I did. And that's how I attracted some very interesting people onto my list and my audience. So which is pretty cool. But then even then, like now I'm still struggling between, okay, should I attract everyone or should I only attract athletic women? Because I love working with athlete women and talking about exercises and all that jazz. So that's one of my struggle. So as to inspirations or any advice, is well, when you have questions, it's better to ask before keeping going. That's what I found out, because I actually spent way too much money on Facebook ads before I figured out that I was doing something wrong. Right? But once I start asking people, like people just like jumped in and helped. So that was a great experience. There was a lot of frustrations and some hard times, and now I appreciate how hard it is. But I also kind of like have the rocket fire in my ass and know that this is going to work out, because I have the key audience that I want to serve, as well as they want the solutions. They're looking for the solutions that I am providing. So that's it for now for my updates this time. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.